Hey, what's up? What's up? It's been a minute or two or three or four or five. So we're going to turn the music down a little early on this night because you know me, I like to go out of the bar into what the Lord, what He has for me. Oh, that direction. Oh, no, not 30, 31, no more, no more. No more. I got my mind made up, and I'm focused on the Lord. And being focused on the Lord, He wants me to focus on this conversation on this night with Facebook Live, and I'm recording the podcast as well. All I can say is, whew, it's this thing is deep, man. It's so deep. It was written about. No one really knows how many years, how, or when, where, what. But the thing is, it's here. Everything that is written in the Bible. It's here. If you just take a look, everybody, at everything that's taking place and how it's taking place, and and so forth and so on, how people are just becoming lawless. There's total disregard for the Bible, for God. Those that God, if you're so great and you're gonna forgive me for anything and everything, I'm gonna do it. Okay. But guess what? You're going to still be doing it. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. To the point where, see what? It's already started, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, people, as far as I'm talking for myself. And that's it. My feelings, my thoughts. Now, why do I feel and think the way I do? You got to talk to Jesus about that. I don't know. Because there are times, I just look back on the life and say, what in the world was I thinking? But God has given me the opportunity to move forward. And this is what I'm doing. And in moving forward, one thing I've come to understand is that when you're trying to get close to God, and you're dedicated, you're focused, you're locked, you're going to slip. You're going to slide. You're going to fall. I done fell so many times. It's like, whoa. I slipped down the stairs the other day, and my son comes and say, Dad, fell again? I fell again. And he came in the house. He said, yeah, Kevin, your dad fell. She said, again? I said, wait a minute. I'm not even thinking about the physical fall. It made me think about the social fall, the psychological fall, the spiritual falls, the self-doubt falls, all these falls that you just like all the time. And the ones that I really can't relate to are the ones that says, I don't give a good squat. Those falls there were so long ago, I can't remember them, and I don't want to anymore. And in understanding myself and getting to a place, I've come to understand and see a lot of things. And what I'm seeing, what I'm witnessing now in America, man, this is not good. That is truly an understatement there when I say, man, this is not good. Does anybody see what's going on? Does anybody get what's going on? No, why? Because this is all orchestrated in a way, in my opinion. It's like, hey, look, you lock people up. You separate them. And so what do you have? You got two things. You're going to become isolated, or you're going to go crazy. But there is a solution. There's a cure, okay, for that reasoning, to get away from that, and that is if you are never alone. And that's the one thing I've had to come to understand, is that I'm never alone. I got God, I got Jesus, and it's like the Holy Spirit is telling me all the time what to do. I just have to trust to do it. And that's it. I say all that to say, the latest incident where the media and the authorities want to blame people for saying what they say on the internet, that they excited a riot. They did this and they did that. No. I beg to differ. I got it. I understand it. See, you're going to tell me that someone is going to say, let's go do this. Book of Proverbs. Okay? And I'm going to go along with it? No. I have a choice. We all have choices in this life of ours. That's the one thing. That is the one thing that God gave to us that said, hey, listen, I don't want you feeling like you have to bow to me. So I'm going to give you an option. Do as I say, and it will be. If you don't, then you will serve thee. It's just that simple. I said the other week, last week, I think I told maybe I've been saying this for a while. But, I believe this is hell that we're living in. I truly do. And I'm looking for someone to tell me one thing that makes this anything other than hell. How we live. See, God gave us the ability to make decisions. We made a decision to eat from the forbidden tree. And we've made decisions from that point to this point that has been a constant digression into hell. There's nothing else to be said. And this is where we are. We're in the midst of hell, man. The stuff that is taking place in the world, it starts in America. All these people looting stores. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? People, you're in short. What? They just closed a Target in Harlem. Man. It's like, why? Because of thievery. It's sad. And it don't have to be that way. But see, people, you make your own decisions. Everybody has that ability. And no one can make a decision for you. We all make our own decisions. We are the deciding factor in our lives. What we're going to do and how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it. And that's the bottom line. For the big dog, he just came in, the doctor. He just walked in, so... it's just, we all have decisions to make. Individually. You know what I mean? No one is going to leave here in a group, a crew. You didn't come here that way, you're not leaving that way. It's just that simple. If you don't believe it, okay, fine. You find a better way, a better thing to tell me how it's going to happen. But the more I look at it, the more I realize that, wow. My whole investment right now is just trying to get the word to say, hey, listen, people, we need to take a step back and truly try to come to understand. Now I know why people have water when they're talking, right? Truly come to understand that if we are happy with the way things are now in America, maintain it. Keep voting the same people, human beings, or whoever they are. Sometimes I think they're aliens. Say aliens? Oh yeah, aliens. Oh, Chuck is alive. Yeah, but no, I can't figure it out. What is the issue? This guy sitting down here haggling over money. What? When COVID hit, the Treasury Secretary said, hey, we can print as much money as we need to. You ain't lying. Donald Trump printed a whole lot of it, but he's used to that, right? You know, Joe Biden comes along and says, hey, 28.6 billion, we got you covered. Yeah. Mr. Sitting President on a picket line. That thing snipped me. It got me good yesterday. And it seemed like I was the only one that it got like that. And I said, okay, I'm cool with that. Because for me, that was an outright disgrace. Don't you ever sit here and talk about God? Well, I can't say that. Stop. You can't tell people what to do. You're right. Okay, you want to talk about God and Jesus, but out there, you out there protesting. That is scripted. You don't do that, sir. And for you to be a sitting president, to create a division like that, what are you doing? You think everybody in America is unified? I'm not. So I'm just saying. I think unions served their purpose a long time ago. Now they want to give people $500 a week to stay home. Well, Dad, you know how many people don't even come close to making $500 a week, and they're making it happen. Okay? Yeah, they want to move, they want to grow, they want to get better. But the biggest problem in America right now, everybody wants one thing: more. Say what? More. Nobody wants to give. Say no. No giving. No giving. More. 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 What more do you need? I didn't say want. I said need. My man in the Bible day said, Jesus, you know, what is it that I have to do to walk with you, to be with you? He said, Jesus said, sell all your possessions and grab the cross and come to the cross with me. Wait a minute, hold it now. I just want to walk with you. I ain't say I want to die. Or you don't want to die. Well, you're going to. You're going to. We all are going to. So how do we die? Well, everybody's not. Oh, happy heavenly birthday. Heavenly where? Just everybody thinks everybody's going to heaven. If that's the point, why don't God just say, hey, listen, y'all coming up here anyway, so you know what? We're going to just make this heaven. Here, I'm going to give y'all everything you want. Bam, boom. You ain't got to go through nothing. Don't worry about it. It's scripted, but it's all a lie. Okay, so you all are going to come up here regardless of whether you praise me or not. It doesn't. Whether you believe in me or not, you're going to all come up here. But why don't God just do that now? Because that ain't going to happen. That's why God don't do this now. Because it ain't going to happen like that. See, if you're not leaving this earth praising God, and that's what's in your mind, that's what's in your soul, that's in your spirit, ain't nothing else to be said. That's it. Donald Trump could be impeached a gazillion times, but if in his laugh, and God knows what's in the mind, that part of the mind that we can't control. God knows when we talking junk and when we talking smack of what we doing and when we going to do it and how we going to do it. And he's going to constantly talk to us and give us ways to get away from the things that we do. And that's what's taking place. We have the opportunities to get away from the things that we do. We can make changes to change everything and how we live in this world. But see, we've been spoon-fed the sweet and honey sugar saying, what? Looks like a sugar smack them. McDonald's and so forth and so on. Stop putting that garbage in your body. We can live long, healthy lives. We can make insurance companies come to us if we just take care of our bodies, man. Do you not understand that death was created with food? And that's what kills us. Every day we put stuff in our bodies that kills us. Consistently. We, the people, we are the most people. I'm talking mainly Americans, especially African Americans, which is like mind-blowing to me, man. I'm going to jump on this. I got to jump on this one real quick. You know, for all you little brothers and sisters out there that got your money, you made your money singing hip-hop, 50th anniversary of hip-hop and so forth and so on. You got the money. You got the power. Why are you not walking through these neighborhoods and hanging out with these kids? Why are you not talking to these kids? Come up off your high horse in your big house and chill and come on down here and talk to little people. I know you talk on commercials and Chuck, oh, hey, there, I'm your boy so-and-so. Yeah, okay, you the boy so-and-so? Then step your behind out here. Malcolm X used to come in my block when I was growing up. He had a restaurant sitting right down at 164th and corner 164th and Amsterdam. He was killed, murdered. In a location I walk by every day going to school. He gave his life so that we can have the things that we have. He wasn't fearful of dying, and neither was Martin. Martin led walks. He didn't lead protests. He had a march on Washington, as peaceful as it could be. He preached peace. He preached unity, not hatred. I don't hear nobody preaching nothing to these young people out here. Nothing. And that's the thing that bothers me. But the thing that excites me is that when these kids come and see me working, they respect that. Because I respect them. Period. Nothing else to be said. You're in the position to help these children. You guys have enough money to ensure that not one African American child, I want to say that's born in wedlock, okay, should not have to suffer with a tuition bills. And all this money that people talking about, billionaires, we're going to leave this, we're going to leave that when we die. When you die, you're going to need that money with you when you die, because you're going to have to try to pay the devil to get them off your butt. It's the reason why it's scripted, a rich man cannot enter the kingdom. You got to understand it. It's not mere words. To God, it's factual. And that's it. And that's the whole point. You know, that's what I'm trying to get to. And it's like, ooh, this thing is deep, man. It's so deep, it's in your mind, but you start to understand, you start to unlock other things in your mind, and you start to understand, whoa. And then you start to appreciate God when you don't want to do something, and you're getting ready to do it, that sin within. I don't want to do it, but I keep doing it. It's the sin within, because we keep putting things that's negative in our minds. We think negative, we feel negative, and we judge negatively. And it's time to move. So, all you people that want to blame people that's on the internet for exciting the riots, they were the leader. No. All these people that follow Donald Trump and these people that do this and do that, root these stores, loot these stores, these are individual people. Period. They are individual people. Then they made a decision to do wrong, and they will pay a price. It's just that simple. Now you want to prosecute the person that opened their mouth and said what they said? Did they say something wrong? If they did, then they get prosecuted too. These are not children. You can tell children what to do, but you're talking about grown people. These are decisions that they're making. And the consequences are so mediocre in this world until it's stupid. First offense, drunk driving. It's like what? Oh, well, if you hit somebody and kill somebody, well, you might get 6 months in jail and a suspended. What in the world did you just say? You got drunk driving in my world. Your car is gone. Your license is gone. I bet you don't drive. I'm just saying. Well, that's harsh. It's harsh? Really? Is it harsh when this drunk person runs over somebody's child or somebody's grandmother or you? Is it harsh then? No. See, this upside down economy that we live in America, this is why I keep telling people you got to get out and vote. We live in a country that supports people, women, not having men in the house. Because see, when the man moves in, then everything changes. You get married, oh, Lord, man, mercy, man. You know, this country punishes you for marriage. If you're single and you have kids, you got head of household, etc., you're good to go, right? file your taxes, all kinds of returns, they head of household, this, that, and that, child care, boom, boom, boom. You get married and say, I do, that's all gone. I don't get that. That's where you should get it, okay? Not when you're sitting there and you're just making babies and doing what you do, how you do what you do. I know people don't want to hear now. You think, hey, listen, I got it. I understand it. I'm speaking from now. I'm preaching from the choir, not to it. I understand it. See, there's no this, that, and that when God is concerned. The one thing that we lack, as I said in the very beginning, there's one thing that can solve all this, and that's being obedient to God. There's nothing else to be said. There are no buts, no ands, no nothing. It's just being obedient to God. Now, can you imagine? Everybody for a moment, I got it. There's a lot of people out there don't believe, okay? But can you imagine for a moment that we are as much as we can possibly be? Because obviously we can't be perfect, you know? Even if we put on a good face and say good morning to somebody. I walk in my building sometimes and it's like good morning and the people just walk. I was like, wow, man. That must be a heck of a world to live in, you know what I mean? This is like, jeez. Come on, peeps. All you people out there with all that money and everything you got going on, the Amazon, brothers, I'm talking to my brothers and sisters out there. That's what I'm talking about. Because you see, Amazon and Google and all these folks that's on Capitol Hill, I'm seeing one common denominator here. And, I'm just saying. I'm seeing one common denominator. And it's sad. It seems to be when you get older, you should get wiser. And make wise decisions. Godly decisions. And you shouldn't be a sitting president dealing with something that has nothing to do with the feds other than jobs. But you ain't give a good squat about small businesses and jobs, man. You ain't gonna grab a bullhorn and go in the Senate when they shot the bill down to replenish the Small Business Act, did you? No. You didn't do that. Why? Because we don't matter to you. Steve Harvey has always said, you think, man, they don't care. They ain't talking about y'all. We ain't talking about small businesses. They talking about the Taco Bells and the Shake Shacks and McDonald's. We talking about those are small businesses. We ain't thinking about y'all. But we are the ones, we are the backbone of this country. And that's the whole point. They want to destroy the backbone. Once they do that, then what? That's the central nervous system, right? You lock that away, everything's done. But anyway, hey, listen, I just wanted to rap with y'all a little bit because it's time for a change, y'all. I mean, seriously. I'm not talking about a riot and all that crazy stuff. I'm talking about getting out and vote. Vote for the people that you want in office. Learn who these people are. Listening to these debates last night, I'm hearing one side say, oh, it's like a bunch of clowns. Well, Trump's not there, blah, blah, Trump's not going to be there. Okay? I wish they would just stop talking about him and move on. Tell me, and stop with this bickering back and forth like a bunch of 2-year-olds. That's what got us in this war. Joe Biden jumping up and down. He coming in, he coming in, he coming in. You got to sit down with a calm head, okay? And talk to people, and talk with people, and listen to people. And that's it. That's all I could say. It's like, hey, what else can you say, man? There's only one solution. And that's being obedient to God. Like God, everybody want to take snapshots and be pretty and so forth and so on. It's all good. I got that. That's what God wants us to be, well, good, happy, joyful. Okay? But God also does not want us to be lazy. So I'm just saying. It's time to move, people. Time to move in a direction. Take your money, invest it in yourselves. Invest in yourself. Stop with this and that and that, and invest in the Snickers and whatever bars and this and that and this, that, and that shake and this shake. Hey, I'm guilty like everybody else. But it's time that we start investing in ourselves and eat correctly. Doctors won't tell you that. Why? They basically paid not to tell you that. They're supporting this and supporting that, so they can't under contract or whatever. But eat right. They'll tell you eat healthier. Are you eating too much soda? Well, have one soda a day instead of 5. No, cut it out. Make that your goal to cut it out. God will get you there. Just have faith in God. Don't worry about it. When you slip a little bit, don't punish yourself. Don't say, oh, well, I can't do it. Yes, you can. You can do anything you want to do. You got to make up your mind that that's what you want. When you get to that point, you just say, man, I'm sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of watching porn. I'm sick and tired of drinking. I'm sick and tired of smoking. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of that. Then maybe you need to figure out what the heck you're really sick and tired of, okay? Maybe you're just sick and tired of running from God. That's all. God cool, man. He really is. You understand? You understand sometimes, you're going to go fight, but you're going to pay that consequence. Don't blame God. Don't come running to God and say, hey, God, well, why didn't you tell? No, I told you not to, but you decided you're going to go anyway. Well, I'll forgive you, no problem. Just keep repenting. Just hope that you're not repenting at the wrong time, because you don't know when I'm going to call you home. Ain't that right? See, I know. And you're doing things, it's like, man, I don't want nobody to find me dead like this. It's like, oh, damn, what are you thinking about? Like, if you're going to bed thinking about whatever, and you're waking up thinking about money, hey, that's not good. But anyway, okay, I think I've bent y'all's ear long enough on this night. Really wasn't going to say anything, but sometimes Jesus said, hey, listen, regardless of what you have to go through, and sometimes I go through some changes with this stuff because stuff pops up on the screen, I can't see it, I got to get the phone, got to pull the phone down from here and put it over here, whatever. The devil ain't going to defeat me no more. So, that's it. But anyway, much love to y'all. I'll talk to you soon. I did that. Man, you about come here. You can be. Whatever, Chuck.